For over 35 years, Iran's supreme leader, Ali Hosseini Khamenei, has ruled with an iron grip, delivering a blunt message to the West.
We in no way are willing to start an all-out war with the United States. But if it so happens, we will inevitably put up a very strong defense.
5 days into an all-out conflict with Israel, the question now is how firm Ayatollah Khamenei's grip remains. Regional proxies like Hezbollah and Bashar al-Assad's Syrian regime are on the sidelines, leaving Iran to fight back alone.
It's led by an 85-year-old supreme leader who doesn't really have the physical or cognitive acumen to be fighting this very high-tech war. So, this is, as other guests have said, probably the most vulnerable the Iranian regime has been in many, many years.
It was the 1989 death of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, the father of Iran's Islamic Revolution, that brought Khamenei to power. Since then, he's brutally suppressed internal dissent. First in 2009, when the Greve movement protested what it claimed were rigged election results.
If they don't stop this, then the consequences and the writing, everything, they will be held accountable for all this.
Then again, in 2022, the death in police custody of a young Kurdish Iranian woman, Mahsa Amini, sparked months of nationwide protests, met once again with violent repression. Israeli attacks have now eliminated several key regime figures, targeting not only nuclear facilities, but also Iran's state broadcaster. Israel's prime minister has even addressed what he believes would happen if Khamenei himself were targeted.
It's not going to escalate the conflict, it's going to end the conflict.
For now, an American opposition appears to be holding back Israel's plan to strike Khamenei directly. But the supreme leader has vowed to fight on.
We must give a strong response. God willing, we will respond with strength and we will show them no mercy.
The question now, whether Iranians themselves will stand with the leader they've so often opposed. Mélissa, CNN, Paris.
Could the US get militarily involved in the Israel-Iran conflict? How and why? President Trump left the G7 early, sounding busy, and convened his advisors in the Situation Room.
I wish I could stay for tomorrow, but they understand. This is big stuff.
Did he mean big diplomacy, bigger Israeli strikes, or vast American bunker-busting bombs potentially being used against Iranian nuclear facilities? The US has roughly 40,000 troops in the region. It sent the USS Nimitz Carrier Strike Group as well, and the US Navy is already intercepting missiles bound for Israel. But Trump usually wants wars to end and to stay out of them, and that's not always the same as Israel's goals.
We're going to continue until we remove the two existential threats, the nuclear threat and the threat of 20,000 ballistic missiles that are equivalent to 2 nuclear bombs.
Specifically is better than a ceasefire. What are you looking for here? An end, a real end, not a ceasefire. An end, or giving up entirely. That's okay too.
Israel says it's achieved air superiority over Iran, able to attack targets mostly unopposed. US assistance outside of more munitions doesn't seem urgently needed. But Israel does have one remaining problem it can't fix: destroying the mountain layer nuclear enrichment complex of Fordo. For that, it needs a US bunker-buster bomb, the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, 30 feet long and 30,000 pounds, with special fuses and casing that lets the bomb penetrate the rock before it detonates.
In order for Fordo to be taken out by a bomb from the sky, the only country in the world that has that bomb is the United States.
Is that even enough?
It can penetrate up to 200 feet of hardened facilities. The problem in Fordo is that some of the facilities, I understand, and some of the centrifuges may be as deep as 300 feet.
A huge step that could drag the US into another war, but then again, a move that could end Iran's nuclear program, against which a weakened Tehran has little major recourse.